Had a family trip that I had been planning for a very long time. And we were really excited because it's the one family trip that he wouldn't be able to ruin. The one time I wouldn't have to worry about Joey Camp calling in bomb threats or I know you've been patiently waiting for an update on my case, and I got it for you. What's been going on? Where have I been? Why did I go hunt down Joey Camp? Am I back? I got all the answers for you. Let's get started. So where we left off, I told you that Joey Camp is appealing his arrest, and he has 10 days to appeal that. Then they have 5 days to evaluate, then he's going right back into Columbine prison. In that time, he can't fuck up. Now, the reason I shared that with you is because right before he was arrested, I had a family trip that I had been planning for a very long time. And we were really excited because it's the one family trip that he wouldn't be able to ruin. The one time I wouldn't have to worry about Joey Camp calling in bomb threats or trying to sabotage this trip in any way. And we were really happy and really excited to go. And a day before we left, he was released on this appeal thing. He used that basically as a justification to attack me more and more. And of course that encouraged his assistant, his sidekick, Richard Luthman, to also come after me harder. I was really bummed because I'm like, we were just about to go on vacation. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. But he gets this little window, and this little window happens to be when I'm going on vacation. So then I remembered, oh wait, I'm smarter than Joey Camp. And then I pretended like I'm going to go hunt him down, since my vacation was going to be south of the border anyway.
Now, at the same time, Joey was trying to save face by taking advantage of the confusion and telling his audience that he actually had some sort of connections with the authorities in Belize and that they're defending him and letting him off the hook. You know, the type of lies that got him arrested in the first place. Well, I sent all of this to the police in Belize because he is on an appeal for this shit and doing it again. After announcing this publicly, Joey went ahead and deleted all of that evidence, although I've already archived it and sent it off, so he was too late. But it showed me that he is afraid of losing this appeal. So I decided to attack him directly. I told him I'm coming to where he is, which is unusual for me to ever tell anybody what my plan is.
I knew if I made it so obvious, he would be suspicious. So I used ChatGPT, and every single photo that I uploaded showing my trip along the way, I made sure that the things in my background, the foliage, or anything in my background could also be mistaken for Florida, because Jennifer Couture was also having her deposition the same week. And I knew they would think that I was going to go show up at this because they're psychopaths that show up to all of our depositions. So every single photo I posted was planned. And I purposely said, I'm going to go hunt down Joey Camp in Colombia because that's a crazy thing to do that would be very hard to believe and would lead them to suspect that I'm up to something else. That something else, enjoying time with my family without being harassed, without having to worry about these stalkers that I've dealt with for 3 years. Also, they got so fucking paranoid because they didn't know what I was up to that Joey went through and deleted all the shit he had been posting.
And his nobody sidekick got kicked off Twitter too.
Actually, no, I had a great week. Went to Mexico. Absolutely love it, by the way, and love all the people there. Had a wonderful, great time. I was worried about getting back into the country. I was worried about having trouble at the border because I do post content critical of Trump.
Knowing how desperate they are, I knew they would make re-entry impossible for me. So it was essential that they believed I didn't leave. So I made it as obvious as possible that I did, so they'd assume that I didn't. In some pictures, I blocked out any signage in the back that was in Spanish, but I left in any text that was in English. The luchador hat. This photo, this is hilarious because the luchador hat is an obvious desperate attempt to make you think I'm in Mexico, but in front of the most generic tree I could possibly find. It's sad that these are the precautions I need to take just so I can enjoy a family trip, just so I could take.
The lie was necessary to keep my family safe against these stalkers. It's just one of the many precautions I've had to take to try to live a normal life, thanks to Jennifer Couture and Ralph Garamone stalking me and my family for the past 3 years. Here are the next highlights coming up for my case. Joey's going to get his ass thrown back into a Colombian prison, and this time he ain't ever coming out. Jennifer's deposition is now over that she royally fucked up. We've uncovered messages between her and other people that prove that her intentions with me were a lot more violent than I've reported. Anyway, this upcoming week is going to be big. I'm anticipating an order from the judge regarding the witness intimidation hearing that I was at. Like I said, it's normal for the judge to put out an order 30 days after the hearing, and we're at like 22, 23 days now, so it's coming up. I have a very good feeling this is all coming to an end. I have a very good feeling this is all coming to an end. That's right. There's nowhere Joey Camp can hide. I will find him, and I will dump his body in a black hole.